starting with E, or environmental, this is what most people immediately think of when we say ESG. We're obviously all aware that we're facing a climate crisis. And in order to help reduce our impact on the environment, it's crucial that we all look at reducing our carbon footprint and embedding sustainability principles into our strategy and operations. The key considerations here are firstly carbon footprint, and there's obviously many different factors that go into this. Carbon Trust have got a really useful carbon footprint calculator, which you might want to have a look at to calculate your own footprint. But there's various different ones out there, and they can give you a really good starting point to show where you are now and to get you thinking about how you can improve your score. Then we've got pollution. The pollution that we're producing is really important, and that's both pollution produced directly by our own organisations and those produced through our supply or value chains. DEFRA's got some guidance on how to measure and report on greenhouse gas emissions, and that was published in 2009, so it is fairly old, but it does still include some useful information, so it's worth having a look at if you want to delve a bit deeper into that. So obviously, starting on your ESG journey can be daunting. It's such a huge topic. But on this slide, I've set out some steps you might want to take to start thinking about assessing and reporting on the ESG activity that your charity is carrying out. So firstly, you will probably want to set up a working party to focus on ESG matters. Having somebody leading this activity can really help, especially if they're sufficiently senior within the organisation to ensure that you get buy-in from the top. Then we've got self-assessment. So you could think about undertaking a self-assessment exercise to determine whether your charity already has activities that fall within the ESG umbrella, and it is likely that they will. You'll want to think about everything that we've covered today in relation to what falls under each of the E, S, and G headings. And as I said, you may already be doing a lot of good stuff. If so, consider whether and how you're already reporting on these issues. You should really be shouting about all of the good work that you do so that your stakeholders are aware. Next, you want to think about where you want to be and how your charity wants to improve on ESG in its reporting. You particularly want to focus on any issue that's in conflict with your charity's purposes. So, for example, an environmental charity launching a new range of merchandise as a fundraiser might want to look at its supply chain and manufacturing process to ensure that they're compatible with its wider message.